Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another rendition of Kingdoms Evolution. Unfortunately, it seems like the wrong kingdom is winning. the wrong kingdom is winning. Abortion Gone Wild is the title of the show today. It is late, what the heck are we? Mid-August, St. Louis, 2026, date the show. Massachusetts just passed an abortion law the day up to birth. The day up to birth that you can that a man can kill a baby. And a man being a doctor, right? Because the doctor's killing the baby at 9 months because there's no way anything else is killing that baby but a man or maybe a strong woman because it's going to take a lot to kill a 9-month-old baby, in the womb. That's got to take, that is not an easy thing to do. Takes a man to kill a 9-month-old baby. I haven't looked it up, but I can almost guarantee you that most abortionists, when they're killing 9-month-old babies, are men. I can almost guarantee it. I wonder what the percentages are of men that are killing babies at 9 months old in the womb. It's got to be incredibly high because it's got to take physical strength to kill a 9-month-old, not like it's a 3 weeks or 26 weeks or 24 weeks when the baby's so small. But at 9 months, I mean, that's 8 pounds of living flesh that wants to breathe and wants to live. And I'm guessing it takes a man to kill that baby. I'm just guessing. Maybe a woman can kill it. But I guarantee you there's men killing those babies. So I guess a woman can't be the only one that can choose to kill a baby because the men that are abortionists are killing babies. So I guess a man can choose to kill a baby. And now they have the abortion drug. So men, I don't know if you've noticed this, but men have been giving the abortion drug to their pregnant girlfriends, without their knowledge, to kill their baby. And women are getting upset, and the man is being charged with murder. And yet, when a woman aborts her baby, it's not murder. But wait, it is murder. She's just not being charged because we as a society, we as a community, allow men as doctors and women to kill babies. We call it legal. So abortion in Massachusetts now has gone to the 9th month. The day before they're delivered. And in a few states, they will actually let the baby be delivered and will let the baby die on the delivery table if the abortion goes wrong. Let the baby starve to death. So this show is about the alpha and the omega of the battle for America's soul. And it starts with the baby. It starts with the baby, guys. We've got to end abortion. So abortion is killing. So killing has gone wild in America. I don't know if you've noticed it, but not only do we have the empathites wanting to kill babies with abortion, and empathites being people that have more empathy for a pregnant woman than a child that has yet to live their life. Empathites being people that have more empathy for illegal rapists and murderers and repeat offenders than they do for their victims and future victims. Empathites, aka Democrats. So they're cold-blooded killers. Cold-blooded killers. And they want the killers are their heroes. And like any death sect, killing has got to become the norm. So you're like, Joe, just wait a minute. Abortion isn't killing a baby. Well, it is. we all know it is. And Massachusetts just proved it because now they're going to let you kill a baby at 9 months. But killing it at 9 months or killing it at 6 months, killing a baby at 6 months or killing it at 3 months, you are still killing a baby. It's still killing. The killing fields of America with abortion are as great as any Marxist killing field, Pol Pot, the killing fields of Cambodia, the killing fields of Mao's China. Our killing fields are the babies. We've lost probably 3 generations in 40 years, 60, 70, 80 million Americans that aren't with us today because of abortion. That's a killing field, guys. That's the worship of killing. Now, the saving grace for America is we've got a lot of people that believe in Jesus Christ and don't want to kill. A lot of people. Christian nation don't want killing to be the calling card of our nation. And we've fought to make Christianity, the love of God, the kingdom of God, our number one goal. The problem is that killing is now winning. The people who wish to kill now run the media. Find a news station that is pro-life. CBS, ABC, NBC. Abortion is like a given. It's like in the Constitution, you have the right to kill. It's like there's no news media station, CBS, ABC, NBC. There's no news media station that is showing you the horrors of killing a 9-month-old baby, right? They're not on CBS 60 Minutes. Isn't on there showing you how they kill a 9-month-old baby, right? It's done in a dark room. Somebody does it. The baby's dead. Kind of like they'll show you an electric chair. They'll show you a movie with an electric chair, but they won't show you the back room 9-month-old killing of a baby. They won't. You'll never see it. You'll never see it. But they'll show you the electric chair. They'll show you shooting people dead. They'll show you all sorts of other killing on TV. I watched Lucky. I've been watching Lucky. You know, how many people get tortured and killed? I'm watching 1923. How many people get tortured and killed in 1923? 1923 is hilarious. They're showing these oh my gosh, the Catholics on the Indian preservation, just brutalizing Indians. I mean, it's just like the most non-Christian Catholics ever. Oh my gosh. If that was who Catholics were back then, Lord have mercy. They make the Indians on the reservation seem like the good guys and the Catholics the bad guys. So, and it's terrible. It's terrible what they show the Catholics doing on 1923. Hard to watch. Anyway, back to the title of the show, Abortion Gone Wild. Massachusetts, 9-month-old, kill it. It's okay. Why? Because the doctor says being pregnant is a problem. Being pregnant is the health issue. Right? So the baby has a health issue too, and that's it wants to see another day. But the babies in Massachusetts now, at 9 months old, in the mother's womb, can be killed. Forget 3 months, forget 6 months, forget 12 weeks. They can kill a baby at 9 months. You don't have to kill your baby right away. You can wait. Now, we all know the day after a baby is delivered, it cries, it whines, wants food, feels every single thing of life. And they're telling you that the minute before that baby comes out of the womb, they can kill it. Prenatal care is probably down to, so regular gestation is 9 months, 9 times 4 is 36 weeks. We can probably save babies at 24 weeks. 24 weeks. If for some reason the mother can't carry term, we can save that baby in an incubator, in a what do they call it, a NIC unit, neonatal intensive care unit. But at 36 weeks, the empathites in Massachusetts and in many other states, they say you can kill that baby. Now, slavery was bad. Slavery was bad. It was bad. They built a whole economy around it. They built a whole economy around abortion. You had people that made a lot of money off slavery and cotton. Well, there's a lot of people making a lot of money off abortion. The difference between abortion and slavery is oftentimes in slavery, they didn't kill the slaves. They treated them terribly, but they lived. In abortion, there are no survivors. The babies don't survive. The empathites have adopted a cult of death and killing. The question is, what other cults adopt killing as the beginning and end of their cult? So we have the Muslims who believe you must kill all non-believers. Okay, so killing for 1,600 years has been the calling card of Islam. It hasn't changed. It hasn't adapted. It hasn't, not one iota. As vulgar and brutal, beating 6-year-old, raping and beating 6 and 10-year-old girls into marriage, killing non-believers, throwing homosexuals from rooftops, burning non-believers alive in cages because they wouldn't convert to Islam. It hasn't changed. It's a cult of killing. It's not going to change. Not in our lifetimes. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Not going to happen, kids. So we can't change Islam. Just can't do it. We're not going to do it in America. We're not the home of Islam. We didn't start Islam. We're not going to end Islam. We're not going to be able to do it. That killing cult will continue outside of the USA. Right now, it's inside the USA, the killing cult. And we have to figure out how to get it out of the United States of America. So that's job number one. Here's the bad news. It is cancer. It is cancer. Have you ever tried to get cancer out of your body? Well, there's really only one way to get cancer out of your body, and that is to cut it out. So we've got to cut Islam out of our country. It's got to be banned, disbanded, assets forfeited, members deported. But let me explain something to you. Every day we wait, that gets harder to do. That gets harder and harder to do. And the way our laws are written today, if you consider Islam a religion instead of a cult of death, we're never going to be able to get it out. Okay, so that's disheartening. Correct? So we've got cancer. We've got a cancer that is eating the body politic, eating our country alive. In our medicine book, the Constitution is telling us that we can't cut the cancer out, that the only way for our body politic to survive is to cut the cancer out of our country. But our body politic is telling us that we can't cut the cancer out. So how do we get the cancer out of our body if the things we cherish, the Constitution of the United States, isn't allowing us to cut the cancer out? And it does seem overwhelmingly sad. And it does seem overwhelmingly like a battle we're not going to win. But let me ask you a question. Do you walk away from a battle you know you're going to lose? Do you turn your back on it? Do you just walk away and quit and say America is lost? Our forefathers gave us a country of freedom. And it is our responsibility to not walk away from the battle, to not walk away from the fight, to not say, to throw up our hands and say we can't win. That's not who we are. It's not. So we kind of have to take this battle and figure it out. So, empathites and abortion, cult of killing and death. Islam, cult of killing and death. There's one other cult that's currently in our country that is running amok, and that is Marxism. Socialism, Marxist. Socialist Marxists. And they call themselves the Democrat Socialists of America, but let's be honest, the Democrat Party is the Democrat Socialists of America. They always have been since Kennedy was assassinated. And the fact of the matter is that our government has used and paid for the Democrat Party to destroy our world as much as anything. So the Democrat Party is a cult of killing. They support the empathites. You can call them the Marxists. The Marxists is a cult of killing. They support the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party supports all three cults of killing. The Democrat Party supports the Marxists. The Democrat Party supports the Islamists. The Democrat Party supports the empathite abortionists. So the Democrat Party is a party of killing. 100%. 100% a party of killing. So this, again, is problematic. For those of us trying to save America, we read the Constitution, and we read it in pursuit of life, liberty, happiness, but nowhere in the Constitution does it say the right to kill your neighbor, the right to kill the bloody, or kill the capitalists bloody dead in the streets, let their blood run in the streets, like Piker, the Democrat, says. So they're openly calling in the mosques, in the abortion chambers of Massachusetts, and in the political arena, they're openly calling, Democrats and empathites are openly calling to kill us. Christians, black, white, or Asian, doesn't matter. If you're not with them. Okay, so I'm going to digress here for a moment. This is a quote from Jesus. You should Charlie Kirk your life, because there's so many beautiful, the Bible is so beautiful. And I think this is how we win. Are you ready on how we win? This is how we win. First of all, we've got to close down the death cults. We've got to close them down. The death cults have got to go. But the only way to close down the death cults is with the insurrection, the same way we shut down slavery is with war. It's the only way we shut down slavery is with war. Abortion is worse than slavery, as bad as slavery. It's terrible. It's terrible. There is no reparations for abortion because they're dead. There is no way to amend the sin of abortion because they're dead. We can ask Jesus' forgiveness for abortion, but we cannot amend the sin that has been done. it's murder, it's killing. We cannot amend it. We cannot go back on it. We just have to stop doing it. So that's one thing. So we can stop abortion. We can stop abortion in Missouri with Amendment 3. So make it happen, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri can stop abortion in Missouri, stop killing our children with Amendment 3. Send a signal to our children that we love them, that we're going to take care of them, that we'll figure it out, we'll make life better, we'll make life great for children in Missouri. We'll make it great. We'll change the adoption laws. We'll make it where you want to have that baby, whether to get that baby adopted. Let's figure it out, Missouri. Let's figure out where having children is a blessing and a creation of an image of our Creator. Let's celebrate children. Let's celebrate them. Let's stop killing them. Let's figure it out. We can figure that out. Nationally, it's a different battle. Nationally, you've got so many empathites, so many bad people that have chosen the dark road, the satanic path to killing. Nationally, like New York, California, Illinois, we're not going to be able to touch them. They're a majority of the population. We live in a republic. We can't, by our Constitution, change their laws. They want to kill. They want the lust. They power to kill. They lust to kill. They want the power to kill. Because, see, why are so many women past abortion years never going to have an abortion because they're never going to get pregnant, but they're adamant that women still have the power to kill? Why? Because there is power in killing. There is power in killing. The ability to kill, the desire to kill, I mean, it's powerful, right? It creates fear. When you know someone is willing to kill and lusts after it, that's a dangerous person. That's like a gun shooter in the wild, wild west. I mean, that is somebody to stay the F away from, because they're a cold-blooded killer. You don't think women like that? You don't think they like the fact when they support abortion that they're telling you that they're a cold-blooded killer? You don't think that makes them feel more powerful? That they say they'll cold-blooded killers, but they don't actually kill the baby. The male doctor kills the baby. I mean, they want you to fear them as cold-blooded killers, but they don't actually do the killing. The doctor does the killing. The nurse does the killing. The drugs do the killing. They don't actually kill. They just want you to know that to fear them, because they have the desire and the ability, and politically they've got other people who are actually willing to kill that they empower. It's a power lust. It's a power lust. And women feel empowered. Some women feel empowered with that lust to kill. Of course, they have a man. A lot of times they'll have a man kill the baby as a doctor or a clinician. They don't care if it's a man or woman killing the baby, actually. But they got to make the choice. And now men are making the choice with the abortion pill by putting it in their pregnant girlfriend's drinks unbeknownst to them when they don't want to have the baby. They don't like that, because now the men are back in power. The men are back in control. The men can kill their own babies. They don't like that. That's killing. That's not right. They should go to jail for that. Wait a minute. For what? Think about this. Why should a man... Oh, Okay, we're going to take a break. This is obviously an important phone call. Here, we'll listen to, and I'll be right back. Sorry. I play that song. That's the anthem of the empathites. They have no empathy for the women raped and murdered today, but this is where it all started, right? With Vietnam. They figured out how to play on the empathy of their victims. Like, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young didn't give a shit about those people killed at the university. They didn't give a shit, but they made mint on this song. And that's when Democrats realized, oh man, we just need victims. We'll make mint on the victims. We don't give a shit about the victims, but we'll make mint and we'll build power. They don't give a shit about the victims of abortion. They don't give a shit about that 9-month-old baby in Massachusetts that's going to get killed. Right? So it's all about choosing, playing the victim, and gaining power and money. Right and wrong doesn't really matter. It wasn't whether or not the protesters were violent. Doesn't matter if they were in front of a police car. Doesn't matter if they were taking over buildings. Doesn't matter if they were burning down buildings. They're the victim because they're dead, and we're going to make mint and power. CBS, ABC, NBC, let the program, the mind meld, the empathite brainwashing begin. Where the heck was I? Oh my gosh. So this show's been kind of ADD. Abortion gone wild. Abortion is like slavery. So like we can't do anything about the Islamic death cult. We cannot. We cannot stop the Islamic death cult. It's based out of Saudi Arabia, Pakistan. We can't end those countries. We can't end Islam in Saudi Arabia. We can't end Islam in Pakistan. We can't even end Islam in England, or we can't end Islam in Spain. It's not. We don't control that. We're Americans. We can't even end Islam in Canada yet. Islam has got to get off our hemisphere. We've got to get Islam out of our hemisphere. But let's start at home, right? Before the St. Louis Basilica gets burned to the ground by this cult of death, we need to address what we can address. What we can address in St. Louis, in Missouri. Well, hold on a second here. Yes. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I've been just okay. Okay. Sorry, everybody. Um, all right. Uh, Ty, let me call you back in a minute. I'll play a song. All right. Lord have mercy. Stressful. So hold on. Sorry about that, everybody. I know I appreciate you guys watching this. I do. Life happens just as life is happening for you guys. It is difficult to focus on the battle at hand when you're dealing with life. The people that want to kill you and your way of life, that is what they're focused on. We're focused on life and having a beautiful life and enjoying our loving God. They're oftentimes getting paid off your tax dollars just to figure out ways to destroy and kill you. That's the truth. That's the truth. We've got one shot at this. One shot. And that shot is now. That shot is Amendment 3. That shot is this president. And I have a plan. I have a plan. I'm going to share it with you after this music break. Because we can't stop Islam. Marxism we can stop in America, but it's a generational fight to stop Marxism. But the one thing we can stop is abortion. So bear with me. That's why I'm focused on it.
Stop, enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul, you'll have to come and break down this door. I knew that something was going on wrong when you started laying down the law. I can't move my hands, I break out in sweat. I wanna cry, can't take it anymore. This has gotta stop, enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul, you'll have to come and break down this door. I've been around a long, long time, seen it all, and I'm used to being free. I know who I am, try to do what's right, so lock me up and throw away the key. But this has gotta stop, enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul, you'll have to come and break down this door. For them, and then what's coming down the road. The light in the tunnel could be the southbound train. Lord, please help them with their load. But this has gotta stop, enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul? You'll have to come and break down this door. This has gotta stop. Enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul? You'll have to come and break down this door.
Hello, welcome back into another rendition of Kingdom's Evolution. So we're talking about abortion gone wild. So we're talking about our republic is dead. It died with Barack Obama, his second term. He weaponized the government. He turned the CIA and the FBI into Islamification tools and weapons. Joe Biden opened the borders, but this didn't happen with Joe Biden. This happened. This has been going on for over a decade already. The empathites have empowered him. The Democrats have empowered him, and the thugocracy of D.C. under Barack Obama weaponized our own government to destroy us. That's it. That's the truth. That is the 100% truth. 100% factual. B. Hussein Obama killed the republic. The republic is dead. You cannot have a constitutional republic now. It's dead. Do you understand? It's dead. The Department of Education, the universities, the media, CBS, NBC, ABC, everything that makes our constitutional republic breathe and live is dead. It's dead. What they're doing now is they're building up defenses to corral us so we're easier to kill. That's it. They're killing us in the womb at 9 months. The Muslims are firing up their army of jihadists in Dearborn, Michigan, and all over this country, New York, Texas, Florida. They're coming to kill you. They can't be any plainer. Muslims want to kill non-believers. So if you're a non-believer, they're coming to kill you and your family. Maybe not your daughters, but your sons, if they don't convert, you and your wife, most likely, if they don't enslave for sexual purposes or for work purposes, they will kill. That's what they've said. That's what they've said. That's what they say online all the time. This is not easy. I didn't start this show, Kingdom's Evolution, to bring the glory of God and my heavenly visit and my knowledge and 100% knowledge. I know God exists. I know a loving God. God loves us so much. God loves us so much. But there are people that don't love God. And they're cold-blooded killers of the image of God. Even though they are the image of God, they're cold-blooded killers of the image of God. Empathites, abortionists, Marxists, and Islamists. There's one answer to this. There's one solution. And it's called the Insurrection Act. When the Civil War broke out, and the southern states said, screw you, we're keeping our slaves. What did Abraham Lincoln do? We started a war. We killed each other. 500,000 people dead. 500,000 people. That was when the population was, I don't even know what the population, 10 million? 20 million people? 30 million? Hey, Justin, look up what the population of America was during the Civil War. So 500,000 people died during the Civil War, okay? 500,000 people, and we're going to find out what percentage of the population that was. But I guarantee you it's a huge percentage of the population, probably 5%. maybe 5 million people. We'll find out. He's gonna look it up and tell us. But 500,000 people died in the Civil War. 500,000. And the number of Americans that lived in America at the time was, dun, 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 drum roll please. Well, maybe you won't find it out. 23 million?
23 in the north and 9 million in the south.
So 32 million people. So 500,000. I just want to give you the numbers so you understand the devastation of a civil war. So 500,000. Now I'm going to do my math on live on air. Here, we'll just use my phone. Hold on. So 500,000. So 500,000. Where's my calculator? I'll find it. It's in here somewhere. Calculator, where are you? I could have done it shorthand. I may have to do it shorthand. Come on, where are you, calculator? Oh my goodness. Where's my calculator? This is so silly. Not there. Oh my goodness. Can I really not find my calculator? That is the silliest damn thing ever. Here it is. So, are you ready for the number? Hold on. Let me cancel that. 500,000 divided by 32 million. 1.5%. Okay, hold on. That's 1.5% of the population died during the Civil War. Are you ready for this? Now, 1.5% times 370 million, 5,781,000 people. So if we face the same devastation as we did during the Civil War, almost 6 million people are going to die in America. Okay, 6 million if we go to war. Here's the question that you have to ask yourself. What if we don't go to war? What if we don't go to war? Let me explain something to you. We can go to spiritual war, we can go to political war, but we have to go to war. We have to go to war. Because here's what happens if you don't go to war. Islam wins. Because they're at war with you now. They're killing you with abortions. They're killing you. The Marxists are going to start killing capitalists. They are at war with you. They're going to kill your economy. They're going to kill your ability to feed your family. And then you are going to die. The armies of Satan are here. The armies of death, the armies of baby killing, the armies of sexual enslavement, the armies are already here. The killing cults of Marxism, the killing cult of Islam, the killing cult of the empathites and abortion is already here. They're killing you today. They will kill you tomorrow. Your only choice is, are you a victim or do you go to war? I've got an answer for how we go to war. There's only one answer on how we go to war, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not by killing. It's not by invoking their methods. It's not by killing. It's by the Insurrection Act. The President of the United States must invoke the Insurrection Act, must invoke it as soon as possible. I don't care about the elections. I don't even want to wait for November. I want him to invoke the Insurrection Act today. Military tribunals. Shut down the media spawn of hell that is CBS, ABC, NBC. Cut off their federal licenses. Invoke the Insurrection Act. Federal control of blue cities that don't cooperate. Federal control of blue states that don't cooperate. Ending all abortion. Disbanding all parties of killing. The Democrat Party, the Islamist Party, the Marxist Party, revamping our education to show the beauty of Jesus Christ and the beauty of our Constitution. We don't even have to get into the beauty of Jesus Christ. The beauty of our country and the Constitution of the United States. The constitutional republic that you knew is dead. They killed it under Obama. It's dead. I cried like a little baby, but it died under Obama. Guaranteed that it was dead. It's been killed. And right now, the Senate of the United States, by not passing the Save America Act, is telling you they want it to stay dead. They don't want it to come back. They are ends justify the means. They'll steal elections. They'll cheat like hell. They don't care. They're going to hell anyway. They've chosen the party of death and killing. It's who they are. They just want power. They lust for power. And they're going to run roughshod and kill you to get it. There's one hope. Military tribunals, the Insurrection Act by President Trump, and perhaps in 20, 30 years, when we disbanded all the death cults, we can revisit our republic. But the republic, as we know, it's dead. Forget the elections in November. Forget them. The media will tell you to focus, focus, focus. It doesn't matter. The elections aren't going to stop the death cult killing. The elections aren't going to stop the abortionists. The elections aren't going to stop the Marxists. I call today President Trump to invoke the Insurrection Act and go to war against death cults. If you would like to join me, then share this podcast. Dear President Trump, invoke the Insurrection Act, go to war against all death cults, all killing cults in America, go to war against the institutions that defend them and brought them here, go to war, use military tribunals, close down all federally licensed communications places, close down all education institutions that take federal funds, shut them down. The republic is dead, President Trump. The republic died with Barack Obama. Long live the Constitutional Republic of the United States. But it's not going to live for another 20, 30 years. We're going to have to be under the Insurrection Act. I'm trying to think of, just to give you some perspective of the battle in front of us. Don't be weak. Don't feel your knees bend. Don't think I'm not calling to kill anybody. Don't think I'm being like the Islamists are calling to kill everybody that doesn't believe him. The abortionists are calling to kill babies at 9 months old. The Marxists are calling to let the streets run red with your blood. I'm not calling for any of that. I'm calling for our federal government to invoke the Insurrection Act, use military tribunals, shut down the armies of the killing and the death, and disband the cults of death that are in our country. The industry of abortion. So we shut down the industry of slavery. We can shut down the industry of abortion. Shut down the death cult of Islam. Shut it down. Disband it. Seize their assets. Kick all Muslims out of the country. The Marxists, just shut them down. Just shut them all down. Here's the problem. I'm going to tell you the biggest problem. And I'm going to tell you the biggest problem. The biggest problem is we've got, honey, I'll call you right back. So here's the biggest problem, and I'll end the show with this. The biggest problem is Islam. It is a cancer. Do you understand? If you block it one place, it will go someplace else. When they tried to get Islam out of Europe, they didn't do it in a generation. They didn't get Islam out of Europe in a generation. It took them hundreds of years to get Islam out of Europe. Hundreds of years. The republic is dead, my friends. Insurrection Act. And if we don't invoke the Insurrection Act under Trump, then we will need a miracle like Elias brought before Jesus, like Elijah brought before Jesus, to end the worshipers of Baal. But let's not go there. Let's not wait. Just invoke the Insurrection Act. Let's battle. Let's go to war. Let's fight. Insurrection Act. Make it trend. Make it trend.
There's mosquitoes on the river, fish are rising up like birds. It's been hot for 7 weeks now, too hot to even speak now. Did you hear what I just heard? Say it might have been a fiddle, or it could have been the wind. But there seems to be a beat now, I can feel it in my feet now. Listen, here it comes again.
There's a band out on the highway. They're high stepping into town. It's a rainbow full of sound. It's fireworks, calliope, and clowns.
Everybody's dancing. Come on, children, come on, children, come on, clap